Hey Nobles, about a month ago, Eirtakon revealed that this year's Eirtakon would be the last. I'll admit this was a huge shock for the entire group, as most of us have been going since maybe 2010. I went to the very first con, and it's always been a major part of my life, every single November. So we figured we'd try and give it a good send-off. So a handful of people from the group wanted to share how they felt, and wanted to share some of their memories of the con.
Hey guys, Phil from Tantalus here. My memories of Eirtakon they go back as far as I think 2010. My very first one was in my third year of college, and my very first distinct memory of Eirtakon was going up to it back when it was still at the college there. I want to say UCD. If I get that wrong, correct it in the video. But yeah, my very first memory is going to the pub quiz with my college friends, and we all got together. We didn't win it, but I remember just being at the probably the biggest group of the 2010 pub quiz, and we were officially two different teams, but we were the same team in spirit. One of my mates was dressed up as a maid, and it was a guy. It was a good time, and every year I went to Eirtakon since. I was always part of the pub quiz. It was always the thing I looked forward to most. I'd never been part of a winning team, but fuck it didn't matter. Winning the quiz didn't never matter. It was just about having fun and coming up with ridiculous answers when we couldn't figure it out. And coming up with the best, most ludicrous team table names that were based on anime. And so yeah, I'm really gonna miss Eirtakon. It's not gonna be around every November anymore, and it's just a sad day. Thank you, Eirtakon, for all the years you've been with us.
Hey guys, Keith from Tantalus here. Yeah, so this is the last year of Eirtakon. That's pretty... Yeah, it's pretty sad. It's a real bummer because Eirtakon was a great con, and I had a lot of good times at it. So yeah, just wanted to say that. Yeah. So I should probably get out of this house that I've broken into before the owners come back. We'll see.
Eirtakon was my first ever convention way back in 2007. I've been to it a couple of times since, and I've always had fun at Eirtakon. Even though anime and gaming, well, you know, computer games, aren't really my thing, I always have fun at Eirtakon. And that first year I went, I met a lot of cool people, I made a lot of friends, I had a lot of fun. I cosplayed as a character that didn't exist from an anime I made up, and people said they knew it and recognized it, and that was hilarious for me, and it's just sad to see Eirtakon go. A lot of happy, fun memories.
Okay, I'm not going to be like the others and say, oh my god, Eirtakon changed my life. Because for them it actually did. For me, not so much, but it definitely made my life better. Eirtakon was the first con I ever went to, back in, I want to say 2010. I could be wrong. But for years, it was the only con I ever went to. It was also the one place I knew I could meet people every year at roughly the same time and nearly always the same place. And actually, it's because of Eirtakon I actually ever found Tantalus. So in one way, it totally has changed my life. So I owe Eirtakon so much for that. It's gonna be missed. I'm really gonna miss having that con in November in Croke Park or wherever. So, well done guys, you did amazing over the years, and I'm definitely going to miss it.
Like Aisling said, Eirtakon did change my life completely for the better. When I first started going to cons, I was a middle teenager. I was probably the only kid in class that watched a lot of anime, bar maybe Dragon Ball Z. So having a place where you could meet other people who liked the same things you did, especially at that point of time, it was a huge thing. So at that first con, I made a lot of friends, timeless friends, people who have been in my life ever since. And Eirtakon really changed things, especially in two ways. Number one, I met my actual best friend there. The second year, I was dressed as Alphonse, my first proper cosplay. I went to the year before dressed as Tseng from Final Fantasy VII, and it was a terrible costume. But that's where I met my best friend Sorsha, in the hub in DCU. I remember that year it was very quiet, it was very small, because a bunch of things had been stolen from the con the night before by a bunch of local ruffians. So there was one trade hall table, it was poorly stocked, but that didn't matter. We all had so much fun, and that's all that really mattered. The other way that it affected my life was, of course, with Tantalus. It was formed at Eirtakon 2012. I always wanted to put a show on specifically for people going to conventions. I suppose it was my way of giving back to the community that had brought me so much joy. So I put a call out for people who might be interested in putting on a show at the Eirtakon after. So that November 2012, I sat downstairs in the Helix, and lo and behold, 12 months later, we were in Croke Park performing I Want to Be Your Canary, a show that really turned around everything. So I hope the Eirtakon committee and everyone who was ever on the Eirtakon committee realise how much of an impact they've had and how thankful we all are. Because thanks to them, we found a home with each other. We found a place that thousands of people can feel safe. Can be nerdy kids wearing costumes, playing with toy swords, watching some cartoons on a screen, talking to the people who voiced their favourite characters. It was really thanks to them for creating that place. And I will definitely miss having Eirtakon marked on my calendar every year. We look forward to seeing all of you there this year, and we'll give Eirtakon the send-off it deserves. We'll see you there.